What's up, guys? It's Baltimore Dude, and finally back from a bit of a sabbatical. And I wanted to take a little bit of time to let Bungie release some relevant information about the update and for Division to kind of get in full swing, because I know there's dudes out there like Datto that script every word they say and check every statistic and they go over everything. So I just kind of wanted to sit with the game for a while and see how it felt to me and just kind of experience the game and then give you my overview of it. Just one dude's opinion, because there's plenty of tutorials, there's plenty of how to and why to and do not, and she's got herpes and only Max wife out at us. But at any rate, I wanted to spend some actual time with the game before I came in spouting off about it, because I know there's plenty of videos that went up early and I wanted to wait until I felt like we had something significant to show and say. We are just about 2.5 weeks into the game right now, and first of all, I'll tell you a couple things. Our base of operations is absolutely complete. We have all high-end everything. Now here's the hitch. It took us 3 days to do that, to get the base of operations to 100% and to get all high-end. And you can see the variety of high-end weapons we're holding. And I actually have like 4 more that are over at the crafting station. Here's a neat little idea. Like, a lot of people have said, oh, I like the fact that you can go buy the guns. I didn't know how I felt about that, because it was kind of like, yeah, I mean, I know it's not real money, it's in-game currency, but what about the grind? Well, they kind of did hide a grind within that. Like, you can go buy the blueprint for said weapon and it looks pretty, but you have to have this Division tech or Dark Zone tech, why the fuck am I blanking? You have to have this particular material to craft said weapon. Now, that particular material is only found in the Dark Zone, and it drops on a completely RNG basis. So those slick motherfuckers found a way to slip in RNG while giving you the instant gratification of going to your crafting station and seeing all your blueprints there. Just because you see them all there don't mean you can craft them all. So I will say that, and we are all high end. We have done every single thing in the game, every mission. We do have some side missions to do, and we're basically at the odds and ends stage now of the game to do a little bit of this and that to platinum it. But 2 weeks and some odd days into the game, honestly, we're out of significant. I can say significant. I promise you I can, because I learned it when I was a little boy. Anyway, we are out of significant things to do after a couple weeks. That's a bit alarming to me. Like, their dailies are just rotating missions that already exist within the game, much like Destiny rotates their dailies. Now, I had a conversation with a guy. I don't like to compare Division and Destiny, because after Shooter Looter, they're totally different games. Division is far more heavily rooted in statistics, and I'll just give you some. For instance, you look at the DPS, the health, the skill power, then you come over to your character and you can fucking scroll down for eternity and tweak numbers, and then you got your pouch and you've got all these numbers you can tweak. So it's far more Diablo-ish, but people insist on making the Destiny comparison. So I will relay to you a conversation I had with a gentleman about the two games, and the question I proposed to him was, try, and I know it's hard because you've put in the work and you've got the memories, but try to strip away everything you've invested in Destiny, everything you've invested in Division thus far, and just look at the two games side by side. Which one has a wider variety of enemies and, most importantly, activities? And he quickly answered, Destiny. And if you look at the two side by side, that's 100% true. And I'm not trying to put Destiny above Division. I love both games. And the reason I love both games is I don't have to deal with motherfucking dry spells no more. And neither do you. So what we do with Division, the Destinites, our crew, I can tell you what we're doing right now. On a weekly basis, we go to our challenge mode, get the guaranteed light gear, we'll do some trials, we'll do some stuff to practice together as a squad, some things to keep us relevant as individual players, and we play Division. So having an alternate game to go to when the game you love is dry is a wonderful thing. I'm super excited about it, and I've been having a super great time in Division. I'm just kind of out of things to do, and I'm a little bit worried because the first two updates are going to be those free incursions, and it don't seem like Ubisoft is interested in adding a whole lot of functionality and new shit to free updates. So it seems like, by all accounts, that it is going to be, why can't I pick you up? It is going to be one mission with possibly one weapon and or armor reward for each incursion, and then there will be a couple of DLCs during the lifespan of this game. So in all honesty, I just don't know if that's enough for people that want to devote all their time to Division. In fact, I know it's not enough because 3 days in, we were all high end. We had done every mission. And 2 weeks in, man, we're in boss mode. I mean, we can buy anything, we can do anything, we've bought everything, we've done everything. So it's wonderful for us because now we've got the Destiny update inbound, and they've got some super cool things tucked in there. We'll talk about that in another video that is focused on that topic. But this one is about Division. I still don't like the fact that you have to run all over New York. Why not a dirt bike, Ubisoft? Really, I mean, I know the streets are all littered, but vroom vroom right through there and vroom vroom down this street. It would have worked perfectly. And I just don't understand why they didn't do it. But if you're a fan of working statistics, the give and take system of statistics, and that's what this game's really all about. Like, you have to be willing to sacrifice some numbers somewhere to bring them up in another spot. And that's kind of the art of the game, making the different builds and sacrificing here to bring up there. I'm having a bit of an awkward time getting used to the combat system. But like I said in previous videos, I really feel like that's a me thing more than a Division thing because I'm so used to first-person shooters. And this is obviously a third-person shooter, and I feel like I'm off the mark more often than not. So that's something I'll just have to get used to. I really wish they would have employed a function like GTA did when they remade the game for PS4 and they added the option to go first person or third person, because I actually like running around in third person, but when it comes time to shoot, I want it looking some shit like this, man. I don't want this. So that's just a me thing. Graphically, it looks good. I'm not blown away by the frame rate or the graphics, but it looks really nice. They did a really good job with the graphics. The streets are in fact repetitive, but you know, New York streets are repetitive. Most metro streets are repetitive, so that kind of is what it is. The enemies are repetitive, but bear in mind, these are human beings. There's only so many versions of humans they can give you. You know? I mean, It's a white guy thug, it's a black guy that's a sweeper on the, or they used to call them sweepers, a cleaner on the street that's shooting you with fire. There's not a whole lot of variation they can add there, so I'm concerned about Division as far as variety and content. And like I said, if you strip the two games, Destiny absolutely, as far as PvP and PvE, has far, far, far more activities going on within it. And I know a lot of people might not feel like that right now because they've done those activities 180 billion times, but when fresh content comes in and those things are made new, like when the update comes April 12th and when the DLC comes at the end of the year, I think they're going to be reminded how much more variety there is in Destiny. Now, I know it sounds like I'm shitting all over the Division, but I'm not. It's a great game. The point I'm really trying to drive home is I like it as an alternate game, not a main game. Destiny is, without a doubt, never a question in my mind, that is our main game, that is our focus game. But it's really, really nice to have a game like Division to come over to when it gets super dry and we can just maintain our characters. These thug-ass bastards. We can just maintain our characters each week in Destiny, do the challenges, stock up motes, stock up strange coins, and just be ready for the new content while we're playing Division and whatever they got going on now. So for an alternate game, for the need I wanted it to fulfill, the itch I wanted it to scratch, it's just absolutely perfect for that. And I went through this guy, you ignorant bastard. It is absolutely perfect for that, and I'm enjoying it very much. Obviously a lot of people are enjoying it. It's definitely worth the price of admission, so you guys should definitely pick it up. Even if you're a Destiny player, it's deeper statistically, like I said, and the similarities really end at shooter looter. My god, I need to take, like, anyone have the number to Sylvan Learning Center or whatever the hell it's called? Anyways, you guys will enjoy it. I really think you will. But you hardcore Guardians, and I'm not talking about you just casual Guardians that go hardcore for a while and then want to shit on Destiny when something new comes out. I'm talking about the hardcore Guardians that stick by the game and want to see the game prosper and new stuff come out. I think, ironically enough, even though it's a very different game, I think Division will absolutely be a great alternative for you. That's my thoughts on the game. We're enjoying it. Looking forward to the Destiny update. Looking forward to some Division updates. Hopefully they're going to be good. And I gotta farm some goddamn Division tech. Isn't that about a bitch? You get the blueprint, you think you got the gun, but nope. RNGesus done moved his ass over to Division. Can I get a hallelujah? So anyway, I need my medication. I'm Baltimore Dude. Thanks for watching. Videos will be coming far more frequently now that Bungo has an update coming out for Destiny. Division is in full swing and there's a whole lot going on, so be looking for frequent videos. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.